Here we are with part 3 of the Elite Dangerous Bounty Hunting series, getting started in bounty hunting. And today we're looking at the Viper Mark III, which is the first real proper bounty hunting ship that you can get your hands on. And to demonstrate that, I thought I'd take on a Python in it. It is only a light fighter, but it has plenty of hard points. It's got 4. I've equipped it here with 2 multi-cannons and 2 pulse lasers. Pulse lasers will strip the shields, multi-cannons will tear up the hull. And this guy goes down fairly quickly, considering we're a light and he's a heavy. Dumped 4 pips into weapons, staying behind him. He makes for a very nice target if you can get the right position. He'll try and twist and roll, but if you twist and roll with him, he'll go down. And they usually provide a very nice bounty. Okay, so down to brass tacks. 142 grand from this station for a Viper Mark III. Has a great top speed. It's very agile. It's not the most agile and it's not the fastest, but its combination of maneuver and roll is very nice. Your other options are, of course, the Cobra Mark III, which is more tanky and is more of a general purpose vessel. It's great for smuggling and piracy and so on. But the Viper is more a pure combat class vessel, again a bit like the Eagle. So I think it's a good first choice after you've got to grips with combat and so on. So I'll go ahead and buy this Viper and fit it out. It's very very tight interior, really boxed in there. Okay, so it's a nice looking thing, like an arrowhead, and I've gone ahead and put in the best power plant that this station had available, the best thrusters, and of course the best power distributor. And I spoke before about the power plant and the power distributor. If you can up those, do so, along with the shield generator. And in terms of weaponry, because you've got 4 hard points now, you can really start to think about, well, what kind of weapons do I want to use? Projectiles will normally take out the hull faster. Your energy weapons will reduce shields faster, but they'll do damage to both either way. So what you should have in the back of your mind is, okay, what can my power plant handle in terms of, if I put 4 energy weapons on there, it's going to drain my power plant really quickly, whereas if I offset that with 2 projectile weapons that don't suck up the power so fast, that'll do me more favours. So here I've gone after a easy target, a nice freighter, and you can see the kill warrant scanner is running there on the left hand side of the HUD as I approach. And as soon as I've popped that, I've put 4 pips into engines to get close, and I can open up with the all 4 weapons, which are on a fixed mount. And I highly recommend that you start with fixed mount weapons because it will make you a better pilot. It forces you to line up on your target. Gimbaled weapons are great, and I do use them a lot on the bigger ships. They certainly have advantages, they're easier to use, you can get off more shots, but it's great to start out with the fixed weapons because it forces you to find position and to use your ship to its best advantage early on. Once you have those skills, you can then start to use gimbals and even beam on the things like a Python. You go for the beam turrets, for example. Turret weapons will track all the way around the arc, so if they're they're facing underneath, you've got a 180-degree sort of arc that they'll fire in, and they'll follow the target even if it's behind you. But I do think that it's important to start with fixed weapons. So nimble little Diamondback scout, and again trying to stay behind him, dump 4 points into the weapons so that I can increase my fire rate. And this is fine because the Viper is so fast and so manoeuvrable that I don't really need to put too many pips into engines, and as long as I stay behind him, my shield remains intact, so I don't need pips into shield. And the point of that is that you should have an eye on where your pips are at all times in this stage of the game. There are lots of options for the next ship that you can take. In the next video I'll be looking at the Vulture.
Target destroyed.